everything good?
I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Callie, is that right?
Callie.
Wrong? Callie?
Yeah, Callie.
Okay. Are you ready? Do you have a PowerPoint or anything, or?
Yeah, that's what we're getting
Uh,
now. All right, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Can you still see us?
Yes.
Because we can't, once I present, I can't see anybody.
Okay. Whoop.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, because you only have one screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if I join on another computer, I'll see it.
Yeah, or if you had two screens, you could see both. But we can see and we can hear you. So.
Okay.
So it's more than just a job.
Yep.
Looks good. So.
Okay.
Interpreter, are you okay?
Yeah. Right? We're good?
Yes.
I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna pull it up on another screen.
I'm not hearing the interpreter, but.
Hi, yeah, you're not hearing me because I was speaking to the Spanish channel. Can you hear me now?
Yep. Okay.
Excellent.
So you're good to go. Okay.
Yes, I'm good to go. Should we make an announcement? Make sure there's people understand that interpretation is available.
All right. So we're ready to start.
Hi, my name is Callie, and my mom and I are presenting my employment story. I'm just a small town girl, not only because I love the band Journey, but because I live in a small town. There are only 900 people and one stoplight. I live here all my life and went to school here. I live in a nice neighborhood and feels very safe. I have great neighbors. Something else about me is I am very friendly and love to be around people. I have Williams syndrome, and if you don't know what Williams syndrome is, I will show you with this video.
Extraordinary gifts, unique challenges, and more than just a few of each. These are the hallmarks of individuals with Williams syndrome. Williams syndrome is a rare genetic disorder which affects approximately 20,000 people in the United States. It is caused by the deletion of 26 plus genes on one copy of an individual's chromosome number 7. Williams syndrome and families of affected individuals encounter major struggles. Individuals born with Williams syndrome share many common facial features, as well as a constellation of medical, neurological, and behavioral characteristics. Most individuals with Williams syndrome have mild to severe cardiovascular disorders, often requiring surgery, and many suffer from kidney, bladder, and gastrointestinal difficulties as well. Children with Williams syndrome can experience hypersensitive hearing, feeding problems as infants, developmental delays, poor motor skills, and mild to severe learning disabilities. As they grow, they struggle with things like spatial relations, numbers, and abstract reasoning, which can make daily tasks a challenge. Many adults with Williams syndrome benefit from supportive housing to live to their fullest potential and work primarily in part-time and volunteer positions. Added to that are the extraordinary gifts of Williams syndrome. Unlike many disorders that can make connecting with your child difficult, individuals with Williams syndrome tend to be social, friendly, and endearing. Parents often say the joy and perspective a child with Williams syndrome brings into their lives had been unimaginable, and their special personalities and perseverance help make dreams come true. Individuals with Williams syndrome also have a very special relationship with music. For most, there is a passion for music that in itself can help enrich their lives. For some, the passion blooms into a musicality that far exceeds their abilities in other areas. Adults with Williams syndrome contribute to their communities as both paid employees and volunteers,
The camera.
working in restaurants, at senior centers, and assisted living facilities, in libraries, or as store greeters or veterinary aides. No matter what they are doing, they seem to make a special impact and have a unique ability to quite naturally brighten the days of those around them. Please share this video to help us spread the word about Williams syndrome. Visit us at www.williams-syndrome.org to learn more.
Okay. Okay. We're done.
I like having Williams syndrome. It's who I am, and I'm happy, friendly person. But sometimes having a disability is hard because I can't always say what I'm thinking. So that people understand me, or sometimes it takes me a longer to learn things, and it's frustrating. But overall, I'm a happy person with a good sense of humor.
Mhm.
I also love my family very much. This is a picture of my dog dressed in a bathrobe. Maybe it's best dog ever when she's not barking. That's too loud. I live with my mom and dad. I have a brother who is married and I have two nephews
Sorry, that's me.
who I love very, very much.
Mhm.
I spend as much time as I can with them because they live in block away from me, but now COVID, we kind of have to keep our distance.
Mhm.
Another thing about me is I'm open to trying new things. I'm doing this presentation and I gotta be honest, it's kind of scary. Some more about me. In my free time, I love to dance. Anytime is a good time to dance. My favorite part of my birthday parties is having a dance party.
Mhm.
I love to sing. I'm in a choir called United Singers. It's a choir for people with all abilities, and we have concerts twice a year. But because of COVID-19, we didn't have a concert last year. We had to stop practicing. We still haven't gotten back together yet, but I can't wait for it to start again.
Okay, Callie, hang on. I'm gonna do this slide.
No matter what's missing, we're all perfect. That's how I roll.
That's a quote that you really like, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. That was my fault. I didn't get on that first. So here. Now you're talking about singing and dancing. And like hanging out with your friends.
I love hanging out with my friends. I met one of my friends when I was 3 and the other one when I was 23. I have a lot of friends that I like to do things with.
Mhm.
I started baking. I made really good brownies and I love going shopping out to eat.
Good. Okay, what else you got?
Right now, I'm doing Special Olympics cornhole toss. It's really fun, and I have a great partner. I go bowling for fun on Friday nights with a group called Champions. I like doing activities with other people. We have a lot of fun.
Mhm. Okay. So now that we know all about Callie, we're going to start talking a little bit about her job employment story. Starts with the job readiness skills. Some of those important soft skills that you begin teaching when she was a child was a good work ethic, handling stress, confidence, teamwork, and problem solving. Think that those things are the foundation for being a good employee. Without that foundation, the employment opportunities are just going to crumble around you. So we thought that this was important to teach her when she was little. So we started with, the strong work ethic. That really began when she was little, just teaching her to do chores around the house. Like when she was really little, remember one of the first things she did was match socks from the laundry. And also having her have a time limit on it. I mean, not like we were really strict, but that she had to focus on this job to get it done. She had to concentrate and put other things aside while she was doing that job. That was really key in learning how to get something done. Handling stress. We have a big brave dog story. When she was probably like 3, she was nervous about going to the doctor, and she liked Clifford, the big red dog at the time. So I said, just think of yourself as a big brave dog. I'm a big brave dog. I'm a big brave dog. And picture yourself standing in the driveway and you're growling at some mean person. And it worked. It helped distract her from her stress. It also helped her see herself as a strong, big, brave dog. And it's something that we still use to this day. Like right before the presentation, I'm like, come on, Cal, you're a big, brave dog. You're a big, brave dog. You can do it. You can do it. Also, yeah. Also helps her take care of herself, realizing that doing things to handle your stress is an important part of self-care. Confidence that, everybody wants to teach their child confidence to try new things, not get angry when they fail or make a mistake, but realize that that's one of the ways you learn. And we say that to her all the time, even now, still, that, if you didn't make a mistake, you'd never learn anything. Or something happened just Sunday at a restaurant, and, the first thing we said, well, what did you learn from that? So it's important to think of your mistakes as ways of growing. Teamwork, that was pretty easy to teach Callie because she is so social and she likes to be around other people. I think the part that we stressed with that, though, is to think then more than just herself and how other people might feel, putting other people's needs and wants, that they're just as important as your own. And sometimes you have to make compromises for the good of the group. Problem solving. That's like as soon as she started being able to describe what a problem was, we encouraged her to verbalize it, putting it in her own words, and then trying to come up with solutions. Of course, when she was real little, she couldn't come up with solutions, that we would offer solutions and she could pick which one she thought the best. We could discuss some things like that. But now that she can identify solutions, she does quite well with that. And we'll have some examples of that coming up in the presentation. Okay. All right, pre-employment. So now these are the skills, the actual skills of working with at school, the employment skills that she got while in school. The saying that it takes a village. We definitely took that approach with Callie and getting her employment ready. It started in middle school when we all agreed that the focus would be on work skills as opposed to academics. And so she started as young as 6th grade doing independent living skills, doing some cooking, doing chores around or jobs around the school. So we knew right away that that was the way we wanted to go. And her teachers were awesome from 6th grade. I mean, all of her teachers were great, but especially those years, the transition years, her teachers did a really nice job of making sure she had opportunities, and really knew that that was the way we wanted to go. The paraprofessionals she worked with were awesome, right, Cal?
Yes.
Yeah, they knew just how much to push her and challenge her, and then they knew when to step in and help before she got too frustrated. It was excellent. She had all through school, she had a great bunch of paraprofessionals that she worked with. And then the other part of the team, was the family that we wanted to make sure we were involved and we knew what they were doing and they knew what we wanted for Callie. And it worked really great. You're up.
When I was in school, one of my first jobs that I had was washing, drying and folding the towels from the kitchen. Then I started working in the kitchen. I would put the dates on the cans and stock them on the shelves. I had to stock snacks and do dishes. I would clean the tables after snack breaks and lunch and take out the recycling. My teacher started a sewing business for us. We made fleece blankets. It was hard for me because my fine motor skills aren't that good. It was hard for me to line up the edges of the blanket just right. That helped me figure out that I wouldn't want a job where fine motor skills were really important. We did other projects too, like decorating cookies, selling the blankets at football games, visiting the nursing home.
Mhm.
When I got into 11th grade, I started to do jobs outside of my school building. First, I had to travel to elementary school for a work experience. I would go there and clean the lunchroom. I washed the tables and sweep the floors. The next job was Subway. There I cleaned the tables and washed dishes. Clean at the restaurant was different than at school. I couldn't work as fast as they needed me to do and
Yeah.
it was really
Little technical difficulties there.
was really stressful. So I learned that wouldn't be a good job for me either. I worked at a hair salon. I loved that job because I could talk to a lot of people when I was working. I washed towels, vacuumed, dusted, and cleaned the tanning beds. But my favorite part was being able to talk to the customers.
Mm.
When I was in high school, I started at Diverse Options. That is a place that helps me teach job skills. That's where everything started to click for me. At first, I wasn't able to work that much, but after a year, I could work for 5 years and not be beat at the end of it.
Was it 5 years or 5 hours?
5 hours.
5 years, holy cow. Okay. Okay, then when she was a junior, I think it was the end of her junior year, senior year, we applied with DVR, and that was quite an experience. It wasn't exactly the most positive. We had such a great experience and relationship with her teachers and with her support people from Lakeland. They would come to us with ideas and they would say, here, we can do this for you. We can do this for you. We offer this to Callie. And so when we walked into that first DVR meeting, I thought, oh, we're going to walk in. They're going to give us a list of jobs. Callie can just look at the list and pick which one she wants and boom, she'll go to work tomorrow. well, no, that's not how it happened, not how they work. And so we realized that's when we kind of had to take the leadership role in what to do. So we all decided that it would be best for Callie to spend one more year at school where she would be getting more job experience, more work experience. The important thing too is working of her work at Diverse Options. She learned a lot when she was there. And that's that time from like 2014, really till 2018, but she still works a couple hours a day at Diverse Options. But what she learned there, first of all, the goal was never just to work at Diverse Options. It was always to find community employment. And we knew that, they knew that, everybody knew that, DVR knew that. It's just where we live in a rural area, the job opportunities are pretty slim, and transportation was a big deal for us, trying to figure that all out. So anyway, during that time, she was working at Diverse Options. And that was really a good time for her to mature, to, like she had said, build up physical stamina to do the work, but she also the mental stamina to deal with other people, with the problems that come up in the workplace. You know, Diverse Options, they do so many different things. There were so many different jobs, the packaging, assembling, sealing, inspection type things that also helped her figure out what she did like to do and what she didn't like to do. The first job that was through the job developer DDR was a hotel. And that one didn't go so well. Callie's kind of petite, and washing those big king size sheets was pretty hard for her to handle that kind of stuff. She gave it a good try. She had job coaches, you know, she was all set up for success, but it just wasn't the right match. And so she stopped that. And then through DVR, finally, Quick Trip. And that is where she is at now and what she loves to do. Okay, so who helps you go to Quick Trip?
My bosses. I have the greatest bosses. When I first started, they're
Started there. I don't know. Tom was your boss.
Tom was my boss. He was one of my favorite bosses who taught me having fun at work is important. When I was learning how to do different jobs, we sing and dance. Every boss I've had has taught me something important.
Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of good bosses.
Yes. One of the other reason I love working at Quick Trip is my coworkers. They feel like family to me. We all get along and they look out for me.
Mm-hmm. And that is an important part of Quick Trip, that the managers are trained on how to deal with or how to help their retail helpers. They're trained and they then train the other employees. And it really is a really nice family that she works with there.
My job coaches have been very helpful too. When I first started, I had a full-time job coach. Sometimes it worked good and sometimes it didn't. I had one job coach that I didn't like. She was kind of grumpy and made me nervous. And so I talked to my job developer and she worked it on work.
Good.
Work.
Getting a new job coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your job developer helped you get a new job coach?
Yes.
Yes.
I knew it was important for me to speak up if something wasn't working for me, and knowing who to go 2 for help.
Okay, so that is, again, kind of like what I was saying with the problem solving, that Callie, I could tell she wasn't happy, asking her some questions to figure out what was bothering her. And then she came up with the solution, actually, of telling Rachel that this job coach was, Callie thought that she was grumpy. And that's, again, part of the Williams syndrome. She's very sensitive to how other people present themselves. And I don't know who the person was. I don't know if the person was grumpy or not, or if they were just gruff, if they had a tough voice or whatever. So, but Callie learned to speak up for herself and solve the problem. So then once you were working or at Quick Trip, how did your support go? You can just say.
First full-time job coach.
Did they sit with you all day and help you out?
Yes,
Did they ever have to show you what to do?
yes,
Okay, so they would actually do the job?
yes.
Okay, then what happened?
Part-time job coach.
Okay, so a part-time job coach, were they there the whole time you were working?
No, just they come in once in a while.
Right, there was somebody that would take you to work and stay for a little bit, and then they'd left, and then they'd come back towards the end because they were still providing transportation for her at that time. And then from that, you went to just having a job coach.
Weekly check-in.
Mm-hmm. And then you were doing so well and so independent, you went to the,
Monthly check-in.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when you didn't even have a job coach anymore, at first, what did they give you?
A detail list.
Okay, and that had all the jobs on it and a description of what needed to be done under each. So it was like, if it was washing the windows, it had all the materials needed, the spray, the cleaner, the paper towel, doing the inside of the windows, the outside of the windows, all the details that you needed.
Then I had a checklist.
Right, so then the checklist would just be like, wash windows. It didn't give you all those steps, right? And then,
I got totally independent.
okay, so then you were doing the job completely on your own. And have you ever had to go back to having a checklist?
Once.
Yeah, when Callie was going through a stressful period of she was off from COVID, and then when she had to go back in June, and just some other things that were causing her stress, she was really feeling like things weren't going well at work, and she was quite doubting herself all the time. And again, trying to come up with the problem solving and working with the team at Quick Trip, it was decided that she could go back and have that checklist. It only took about a week or so, and then she was back in the groove, and she felt comfortable enough that she didn't need the checklist. How is working at Quick Trip?
It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of nice people to work with.
Yeah. Do you ever get stressed out?
Yes.
When
I have quickly, it's where judges come in and they come in to rate the store.
Okay. And why is that so nerve-wracking?
Because we don't know what score we're gonna get.
Okay. And do you feel like you're really an important part of that quick clean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Callie, you do a lot of extra jobs during that time, and they really count on Callie a lot at that time. And so sometimes she gets kind of stressed about it. As at risk of sounding like a commercial for Quick Trip, I think it's important to say this, that in 2018, they received the National Award from the Council of State Administrators of Vocational Rehabilitation for their commitment to individuals with disability. And I'm going to show a little video, hopefully. Let's see if I can get it up. Okay, here we go.
Quick Trip has reached a milestone in their Retail Helpers program, with 75% of stores taking part in the program. The Retail Helper program is a program designed for individuals with disabilities, providing them meaningful jobs while earning an income and doing a job they're proud of. Some of their duties include maintaining a positive store image and assisting with essential functions such as stocking, unloading, and filling coolers.
Well, at Quick Trip, our mission statement is to treat others like we'd like to be treated and make a difference in their lives. And there's no better way to do that than to make a difference in an individual with a disability's life. And they, in fact, make an impact in all of our lives by making our days better with their positive attitude and their hard work ethic.
Quick Trips hope to have the Retail Helpers program in all of their stores.
Okay. So that, you know, the other thing, like I had said before, is that Quick Trip, it says they have a multi-layered network of support. The community works with government agencies like DVR and they provide expertise and tax incentives for the program. But additionally, they provide store managers with guidance to accommodate and support their retail helpers. And finally, the retail helpers receive coaching that eases them into their new positions. And so it really is, there's a whole team there as well that really worked to help make everything successful for Callie. You want to tell us what you do? I don't think you need to reread anything, do you?
No. Here is what I do. Clean windows and doors. Important that the store makes a good first impression.
Okay. I just was reading the chat thing and somebody asked if you were working at Quick Trip during COVID.
Yes.
You took off, you were off from March until June. And then when it seemed like everything was getting better, then that's when you went back to work in June.
Here's, I'm doing milk, butter, and eggs, and sometimes I don't like it because it's cold and I just don't like it.
Yeah. Mhm. And there's also somebody in the chat, like we can't see the chat here, so that's why I'm leaning over to this other computer, but there's somebody else that's watching this that works at Quick Trip in Rice Lake.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Hey, Callie, what goes best with a cup of coffee?
Another cup.
What do you do at the coffee bar?
I feel I stock like the like everything, like
Sugar.
sugar and more sugar.
Okay. Do people ever ask you for help when you're at the coffee bar?
Sometimes
And what do you do?
I ask for assistance, another coworker to help me with an answer to a question.
Mhm. A lot of times Callie isn't comfortable. If somebody will ask where something is, or don't you have this flavor, or things like that, that she doesn't know the answer to, then again, the support is at the store, that they have the agreement. Callie will just say, I need to ask my supervisor, or let me get my supervisor. They can help her. And generally the customers have been very good with that. There have been a couple times that, you know, people were kind of rude to her, that don't you work here? Why don't you know what's going on? And, you know, but again, the support of your coworkers were there to help build
Yes.
you up and figure out what you can do in those situations. Who's that?
That's one of my good friends. Her name is Julie, and she comes in and we just talk and have a good time and we laugh and we just,
Mm-hmm. And you've even become friends with Julie and her family, or our families have become friends. So that's kind of cool.
yeah.
It's very, very common for us to be out in the community and people come up and say hi to Callie, or, oh, I know you come to this store too, or something like that. That a lot of the people that come into Quick Trip remember Callie.
And these are my coworkers that I work with, and they're just the best. They're awesome. They make me laugh. They just make me smile, and just it's just a good day.
Mhm.
Good day going to work every day.
Mhm. And also, it just made me think of your bosses, having good bosses. There's a meeting, like a state meeting once a year in Madison, and they've always made sure to take Callie, made sure she could get there and take her, and just make sure that she is part of the team. She is not just somebody who works at Quick Trip. She is really part of the Quick Trip team. And that is really cool. What do you want to do in the future?
Short term, keep work the same. Maybe add a little more dancing into my life.
Okay, is that keeping things the same because of the whole COVID thing? That right now you just kind of we need to get through this, and then we can start thinking about how we want to change things.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And long term, try work more hours and move to apartment with a roommate.
Mm-hmm. Good, okay. There was something else that we wanted to talk about. Do you remember? What do you think that you have gained by working at Quick Trip? Having a community job in the community.
Just like being around people and just not being shy and getting out of my shell.
Mm-hmm. Even like doing things like this, it has given her so much confidence. Doing presentations like this, or trying new things in the community in general, just coming, like she said, coming out of her shell a lot more. So how about that? Does anyone have any questions? Like I said, I kind of was looking at the chat, but I didn't do a very good job. Oh, do you like horses?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Callie did Free Spirit Riders, which was a horse therapy, riding therapy kind of thing. And the horses are so big that even though she loved the helpers there and they were great, it was just kind of scary for her.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, cool. Great presentation. Thank you. You have a beautiful smile. Which Quick Trip are you at?
I'm at the one at Ripon Ripon, Wisconsin, and the store number is 392. It's at west side of Ripon.
West side of Ripon, yeah. And this didn't work at Quick Trip. It just I wondered if you were in work in Rice Lake. All of a sudden, donuts. Quick Trip donuts, right? Who doesn't like that? Yeah. Okay. Well, so anybody have any other questions at all?
I want to see their faces. So I can...
Oh, can we see? Let's see. We stop presenting. Then we can see. There we go. Okay. And there's more people. Most people have their things blocked, like they don't have their cameras on. And so that's why you can't see their faces. Anybody want to show their face so we can see who we've been talking to? There. Hi.
Hi.
There we go. Okay, great. Thank you all.
Thank you all so much.
Thanks. Thanks, thanks, thanks. And I guess that kind of wraps it up. I don't know if anybody really, and I mean, how we're supposed to, exactly how we're supposed to end this, if there is a way. So I don't know if,
No, fantastic job. Nice story.
Thank you. Thank
No.
you.
And if there's no more questions, I think this is a wrap for this one.
okay, sounds great. Thank you.